If you haven't watched Naruto, sorry for all the spoilers.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey YouTube, this is Julia. This is my new channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Now, even though I haven't been making videos a lot, I have been doing things, and one of the things that I've been doing is watching Naruto. I've caught up to all the episodes, but I haven't read the manga, so I will be just talking about my experience or opinions on the anime itself and what I think. Now, before I go into why I think Rock Lee is the best character in Naruto, I do want to say that whatever I'm going to mention also applies to Guy Sensei and Guy Sensei's father. So here goes. He's a disabled ninja in a ninja world who can hold his own. I think this reason kind of speaks for itself. Rock Lee is the only one who doesn't have ninjutsu and genjutsu, and he has to fully rely on taijutsu, which is basically physical strength. So for him to be able to hold his own while he isn't able to do all these other extraordinary powerful things, that's pretty impressive, I think. This kind of brings me to my second point. Rather than relying on some type of natural superpower that he has to gain all his strength by crazy discipline and hard work. Being able to just, hold your own while working hard to get to that point, I think is impressive. And yeah, Naruto also works hard and trains hard, but I think he still has that natural advantage which Rock Lee doesn't have. I think that Rock Lee is the most relatable character because of the fact that he is the most human-like. Rather than having a nine-tail in your body whose power you can rely on, what he does is pure training, and we could do that as well. And it's not just a matter of training, the things that he accomplishes, it's also a matter of having the right mindset. And it's things that really could apply to my own life, and I really like that. I personally like Rock Lee because he's so optimistic and positive, and he just really believes in himself and believes in everyone else, and it's just really contagious. It gives me hope. Whenever I hear him talk and Guy Sensei talk, I just want to go and, do whatever is hard as well, because I think that I can achieve it. And it might be weird that I get that sense from a cartoon or anime, but yeah, I do. Sue me. He is very grateful and loyal, and you can tell from the relationship that he has with his sensei that he is really grateful and loyal, and he really admires his sensei and really cares for his sensei, but his sensei cares for him as well, and I think that that's really endearing. I like that. I think that he's loyal, but not to the degree that Naruto is, which I find a little bit unsettling. It's almost unhealthy, the obsession that he has with Sasuke. I don't feel like Lee's obsession is as unhealthy. It's a bit weird, but not as unhealthy, because he rightfully owes a lot to his sensei, and he rightfully admires him. His sensei has also broken certain boundaries and overcome certain obstacles that he had to overcome, so that relatability and love being there, I feel, is very natural and understandable, and I like it. He's a weirdo, and he's very funny because of that. Every time that I watch an episode which has Rock Lee or Guy Sensei or just a combination of the two in it, I just find myself in a good mood because they're just doing weird shit. And I like that because I'm weird, I can identify with that. It's just the fact that he's just so comfortable with having that weird haircut and having a weird outfit, and just that weird relationship that he has with his sensei. It entertains me. It makes me happy. I think everyone has that weird side in themselves, which a lot of people try to cover up a little bit, but to see that, I don't know, I feel when people show their weird side, it shows a little bit more of who they really are, and I can appreciate that. It also shows a little bit of confidence, I guess, because you know, showing that weird side of yourself means that you're comfortable in your own skin, comfortable enough to be like, you know, I don't give a shit, I have a weird haircut. Lee deals with his obstacles in the least psychotic way. Well, maybe not from all the characters, but he is relatively not psychotic. While other characters have obstacles and they turn kind of evil or very unhealthy, have a very unhealthy obsession with things, I feel that Rock Lee rather focuses on the things that he can do and he can control, and just does the best that he can to overcome those obstacles without harming other people around them or having some hatred towards other people around them. He hasn't really lashed out because other people kind of were bullying him or teasing him, which he's kind. That's cool, right? He's no psycho. He didn't go out and kill people like Sasuke did because he was pissed off. And I get it, Sasuke did have to deal with some psychological shit that maybe he should have gone to some type of therapist or something, but Rock Lee had his own problems and he didn't go batshit crazy and mean to other people, and I like that about him. I just do. So these are the reasons why Rock Lee is my favorite character, and like I said, the same applies for Sengai Sensei and his father. I do want to give an honorable mention to Itachi because of the depth that his character has in the series. From the beginning of the anime towards the end, the way you view him started as a murderous villain, and then later on, as you understand his motives more, he just becomes a completely different person. And I find it really interesting that he basically comes with this philosophical dilemma that he has. The dilemma that he poses is very interesting. It's very comparable to a famous one in which you basically have the option to kill off Hitler as a baby in order to save millions of Jews. And even if Hitler as a baby hasn't done anything yet, is it then right to kill that innocent baby if later on you will be saving all these millions of other people? Now in Itachi's example, it would be that if he kills his entire clan, who hasn't done anything yet, it will end up saving the ninja world from a huge conflict which will cost even more lives. To have that conflict and to see how he deals with that philosophical dilemma, I think is very interesting. And you can see that even his little brother Sasuke, his whole demeanor changes as he gets that information as well, where, you know, he becomes less of a dickhead, psycho, whatever. I think that's also one of the things that I like about Naruto in general, is that they constantly pose these really deep philosophical questions and these issues that you have as a human being and how you deal with them, and each character deals with these things differently. The thing I don't like about Naruto is the fact that they tend to long out everything and explain it too explicitly sometimes, where I feel like they're treating me as if I'm stupid. It just makes things so long-winded sometimes, to the point where I want to punch my laptop and be like, come on man, I've seen this already. The second last episode that I've seen was, I think, half repetition, and for a minute I actually thought that I was rewatching an old episode, until I realized this can't be the old episode because it's almost the newest one that I've seen. In that instance, the Death Note handles things much better. To be fair, a lot of animes tend to have that, where they keep things a bit long-winded. But the reason that I will then continue watching it, you know, it's kind of like Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, when he had to decide on a new series that he was gonna watch. Once you start watching it, you're committed to it, even if it turns to shit. There's only a few episodes left, so I'm curious of how it's gonna be. I might make a video about that as well. Comment below if you want me to make a video about that. Comment below if you have any other suggestions on videos that you would like to see from me. Maybe things that you would like to watch. Who's your favorite Naruto character? That is actually what I would like to know. Which character is your favorite character and why? And if you haven't watched Naruto, which character in anime or a cartoon is your favorite character and why? If there is an anime which you think that is really cool, that I absolutely have to see, let me know in the comments. I know I've told you to comment a lot of things, but just do it. If you like this video, press thumbs up, share it, subscribe. This is going on too long. Love you. Bye.
do 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 do